Today I will take topic on ethics. There is a format number 3 in the syllabus in which we have to discuss article on ethic. Normally ethic is related to the organizations, any system, society and any type of setup in which peoples are working. So ethics basically in Hindi it is known as Niti. Niti means niyam or rules regulation. So ethic are formed by the organizational structure, and whenever we go for any task or any work, then ethic is important for working. For example, in 1947 when our country became independent, at that time we have prepared a constitution of the country. In this constitution naturally some ethics is followed, and the preamble of constitution if you read, then there is a basic concept given for the freedom of the country peoples, that is freedom of worship, freedom of speech, freedom of progress, freedom of movement. So everything is given in that particular preamble of the constitution. Now here when we talk about ethic, ethic means in every organization there is some rules or regulations framed by the organization itself. Ethics are applied for various fields and it is having a very vast meaning. So ethics have certain symbolical representation, and then if you go in detail, then every points are clear how to behave, how to work in that particular organization with ethical approach. So ethic means niti nirdharan for a particular organization. So ethics are classified according to the sectors. Say for example, there are certain social ethics, political ethics, economical ethics, organizational ethics. So these are all ethics, they are framed by the organizational structure. Satyame Vijayate, this is one word we use in our country, and in the emblem of the country down it is written as Satyame Vijayate. So this is one of the key point of our ethic of India. Similarly, every particular organization have a slogan or a word for their organization, and that particular word, this will reflect the total organizational image in front of general public. So ethics is important from that point of view. So ethics have different types. When we talk organizational ethic, then this is only related to that organization, and if we talk about ethic related to journal or for the journal peoples, then there are journal ethics. So journal ethics that always gives a message to the person that this should be have operate their daily life within a particular ethic. So in profession there are professional ethics. Why it is professional ethics? Because professions are different. Engineering is one profession, medical is one profession, lawyers they are having one profession, chartered accountants they are having one profession. Similar to that, number of services provided to the society by different type of organization, and this will decide the profession. So professional ethics, it is framed by the professional bodies and they have to work according to these professional ethics. What is the need and importance of the ethic? Need of ethic is that the particular persons working in that organization, he has to follow the norms of the ethic, it is framed by the organization. Means he has to work within that limit of ethics. Second thing is that need of ethics always keep bonding between all the employees and the worker of that particular organization. So when we bound by certain ethics, then definitely work will be not suffer from any type of legal problem. So our ethics says that we have to work within this limit of course. So according to that, the need of ethics will be there, and from this ethics every professional takes a oath whenever he complete his particular course in a particular type of sectors or a particular type of field. When he want to enter himself in a public service, then he has to take oath for following the ethics. So ethics based on a detailed message of the organization which is given to the public. So ethic have a very large meaning. There is a complete book can be written on ethic. There are so many books available on ethic in the market. But when we talk ethic regarding this professional development activities in our course, then we will concentrate this ethics only for the professionals. So our professional is that engineering profession is there. So in engineering profession, what are the ethics, that I will discuss later on. But before that, we have to discuss the point professional ethics, its need and importance. 7 ethics common to all professionals. General Code of Ethics for engineers, ethical issues for engineers, then common problems related to professional ethics and ethical issues, identification of ethical issues in case of engineers. So now first we will discuss the ethics which are common to all profession. All profession, there are maximum 7 ethics are given which are applicable for all the professionals. So this is the first ethic, it is honesty. Honesty means we have to be honest in our behavior. Honesty is not only related with the corruption or money, but honesty is a wide term which is used for that person should be honest to his duties and his organization. So honesty is not only related with the money, but most of the people's honesty relate with the money only. But it is not like that. Honesty means you are honest to your work, this is honesty. You are honest to your organization, this is honesty. You are honest to your colleagues, your friends, and you are all the persons working with you. If you are honest to them, then this will in whole respect, the honesty is there. So honesty means in every relation honesty is necessary. Even in family, if you are having honesty with all the relatives and relationship, then you will be not face any type of problem. Problem is always there when the person become dishonest in any particular sector or any particular task. So this first professional ethic is which is applicable for general purpose or general professions, which is applicable for all the professional in general. So honesty is first is ethics, then second is trustworthiness. Trustworthiness means we have to trust on the system in which we are working. We have to trust on the persons working with us. We have to trust on our authorities under which we are doing the work. So trustworthiness means always you trust on the system that there will be nothing wrong will be happen with you if you trust with your organization. So trust is also made of a habit of the person by this ethic that he is trustworthy himself for the organization, and organization should be trustworthy for the person. So this is again a mutual relationship of trustworthy. The trustworthiness you must have with the organization or with the profession, and profession is such that if you are trustworthy for the profession, so the profession will give the maximum output to you in case of work or any type of activities. Third common particular ethic in third number in the all profession, it is loyalty. One should be loyal to the organization, one should be loyal to work, one should be loyal to management, one should be loyal to mutual relation. So loyalty is the third ethics that should be followed by all professional. These ethics are professional ethics for all profession. It is not I am relating only one particular engineering profession or medical profession or any other profession, but these are the general ethics which should be followed by every professionals in the field they are working. So loyalty means one should be loyal to the organization, loyal to our colleagues, loyal to management, loyal to the system, and loyal to the every person or clients which are working with them or to whom they are providing services. So loyalty is the third ethics for the general purpose. Then fourth is respect for others. This is one ethics that one should have respect to all others, irrespective of their status or their position. Irrespective of position or status, if you are having this ethic of honoring other or respect to other, then so many problems automatically solved. Many people, when they are reaching on the higher post, then they are not giving respect to the lower post peoples, and they are understand that they are the great peoples. They are the highest person in the organization. Of course, they are by post highest organizational persons are there, but their behavior should be such that they should provide respect to each and every person working in the system. So respect to all others or respect for others. So respect for others in professional ethics, it is applicable to all the persons who are working in the system. So it is also again a mutual relationship that if you expect respect from others, then you should also give respect to others. So respect is always commanded, it is not demanded. So many people in the system, they demand respect. So those persons who demand respect, they never get respect. Respect is always commanded, because when you do all your activities or behavior in that way, then people will automatically respect you. Otherwise, what happen? You demand respect, then there will be no respect you will get, because persons are all having their self-respect also. So when there is a self-respect, then only you will go for respect to other. So in this ethic, that respect should be paid to others whenever a person paid respect to himself. First you understand how to respect yourself. When you understand respect to yourself, then only you will respect to others. So in the family life, organizational life, professional life, everywhere you will have this type of habit that you must respect to the other person or whatever persons working under you or above you or below you, means according to post wise. Then colleagues also, all the friends which are the colleagues of you in an organization where you are working, you must pay proper respect to them. What is the meaning of respect? Basically, if you do not hurt any person on any point or any talk, then it is said to be the person have certain respect to their colleagues or their persons who are working with them, or those persons who are working with them. So, if we pay respect to our father, it is our duty. If we are paying respect to our mother, it is our duty. We are respect to our elders in the family, it is our duty. So, this ethics should be followed. Many times there is a social problem in the families because of this reason, that people are not respecting, not understanding the feelings of other, and they are behaving in such a way that persons are hurted by their mutual activities or their mutual behavior. So, this particular ethic in professionals, it should be there that they should respect, always have respect in their mind for others. For others means all the persons who are involved in the system, whether it is a fourth class employees or a class 1 employees. In all cases, you have this type of mentality that you should respect to other. So, as I have told you, respect is commanded, it is not demanded. Those people who demand the respect never get respect, और उसको respect मिल भी जाएगा तो it was not by heart. People will have a formality of respect to that person which is having this type of nature, that when he he demand the respect. Commanding of respect is automatically obtained by the person by his behavior. When his behavior is such that people will automatically respect this person. Then respect for others, it is the fourth point in the professional ethics in general. And the next is adherence to the law. That this is the point of the ethic, that whatever organizational structure is there, they are formed certain rules to run that organization, or certain field or certain profession, they are bound by certain rules and regulation. So adherence to law means the people should respect those laws which are framed by the particular professional in the professional organization, and he has to follow all these laws, and he should loyal to, or he should be respectful, or he should fulfill all the laws which are framed by the organization of professionals in a particular profession. So in all the professions there is a statutory body which always decide the ethics for that particular profession. So whatever these ethics decided in format of law, these laws should be followed by every member of the person. We have so many examples. Suppose there is a traffic rules. Traffic rules are framed by the traffic organization or traffic police. If we follow traffic rules, then we are following the rule. And if you are not following traffic rules, then definitely you will get a challan of your vehicle, or you will get any penalty for that. Why? Because traffic rules, whenever you get driving license, then there are certain exam you have to pass for the running of the vehicle or driving of the vehicle, whether it is four-wheeler or two-wheeler. There are certain signs are there, you should understand those signs. There are certain rules are there. Keep left, always running left. Why? Because this is a rule in our country that we are having always to be run on the left side. Overtaking, it should be done from always right side. These are the rule. All these ethics or rule framed by the traffic department, or we have to follow this. So whenever we follow all these rules, then these rules are for the benefit of the people who are walking on the road or who are traveling on the road. Otherwise, what happen if you do not follow the basic rules of the traffics, then chances of accident increase 100%. 100% there will be chances of accident if you do not follow the traffic rules. But what happen in our country, people are so habitual of breaking the rules, so that our system is automatically run without any ethics. They are not following any rule of traffic, and whatever according to their own convenience they are traveling, or they are walking on the road, or they are driving their vehicle on the road. And as a result of that, in a whole country there is a big rate of road accidents are there, because people are not following the rule. Everywhere traffic police have given the instruction, speed limit, where is to be blow horn, where is not to blow horn, where you have to overtake, where is turning. Every symbols are given on the road when you travel on road by vehicle. But if you are oversighting all this, then definitely you will meet the accident. And all accident happens by not following the certain ethics or the rules given by the traffic organization. So this is the meaning of adherence to the law. Adherence to the law, that in every profession certain laws are framed by the professional bodies, and you have to follow those laws, otherwise you will be in trouble. So this is the particular number 5, adherence to law. This is the ethics number 5 in general profession. Then the 6th is the doing good and avoiding the harm to other, means do good for the others and avoiding to give any harm to other. This is also a simple professional ethics, that if you are working in a system, naturally you are serving the public. Public are the clients. These clients are coming to you. If you are in any profession, then you must have that particular quality, or that you should follow that ethic, that you do good for the others. You always well-wisher of your client and do good for the others, and do not attempt or do not give any activity or perform any activity due to which your client will suffer or harm is there to your client. So this is the 6th ethic for professionals in general. And the last ethic is the accountability. This accountability means that person should be accountable for every activity which he is performing. Accountability means you are responsible for whatever work you have done, whatever results obtained of that work under any conditions, then the accountability should be there on that person who is perform the work. Sometime what happen, if there is a work is going on smooth ethically, then people do not bother. But when something become wrong in the system and go out of ethics, then people try to blame on other, and in that case that accountability of the people is doubtful. Accountability means, if I am a person who is given with certain job or certain duties in the organization, then I should follow all these duties. If by chance there is some mistake may be committed, because one is human, everyone is human being, it is the nature of human being that he may sometime commit mistake knowingly or unknowingly. So he should be accountable for that mistake. He should not throw this mistake on the shoulders of others. Okay. So accountability of the person is that for whatever work he is appointed, he should always give the responsibility, he always take the responsibility of this. So in professional ethics, we have discussed 7 ethics which are applicable for all the professionals. All the professional means in general, whatever professions are there. Basically in our country 5-6 professions are there which are covering total population. जैसे for example medical, it is one profession, it is for all. Engineering, it is one profession, it is for all. Chartered accountancy, it is profession for all, for that type. Then for lawyers or advocates who are working in courts for the justice. So this is one particular profession is there. So all professions are related with the public service. Even in politics, all the political in the system, in political system, there are 4 type of professionals are there, in which one is the executive professionals which execute the laws, one peoples those are frame the laws, one peoples those are ruling over the laws or ruling according to laws. So all these political ethics are there. This is for all the political persons who are working for the system. बिकॉज एवरी लीडर सेज हम तो जन प्रतिनिधि हैं. जन प्रतिनिधि मतलब जनता के सेवक. और जब जनता के सेवक हो तो सेवा करना आना चाहिए. दैट इज बेसिक इथिक ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स और पॉलिटिकल पीपल्स. सो यू नो व्हाट इज द कंडीशन. whenever there are election, people come for vote, and after that for 5 years, okay, isn't it? So this is not properly followed by the people's the political ethics. The political ethics followed means when a person is in continuous contact with the public for their problems, then and solving their problems, then he automatically command the respect from the public, and he do not go to any type of publicity for his own selection or election, isn't it? Or his work. Work is speak always. Whenever people will work is seen by the people that this person is working in the system, so he is following the ethics of that particular profession. So its need and importance. The need and importance of ethics is that for performing every work within time limit, within available resources, within laws framed by the organization or professional bodies, this is the need and importance of the ethics. If you work according to ethics, then there will be no problem faced by you. Whenever your work is not according to ethics, then there will be problems will be there, and these problems will be cannot be solved because they are going against the ethics of the organization. So whenever you perform any activity which is according to not followed by the ethical provisions, then definitely you will suffer. So in any organization, ethics are necessary, and every organization, whether it is a big organization or a small organization, for running this organization, every organization they frame certain rules, and these rules ultimately in form of ethics. So whenever oath taking ceremony is there in any organization, so oath is a word which is ultimately have indirect meaning of ethics. The ethics, from ethics the oath word is there. तो oath taking ceremony means हम शपथ लेते हैं मतलब कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में हम सर्व कर रहे हैं उसमें जो भी इथिक्स बनी है उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की हम उसको फॉलो करेंगे. सो देयर आर फ्यू लाइन्स आर रिटन. टोटल इथिक्स कैन नॉट बी स्पीक इन ओथ सेरेमनी. So only those important preambles lines are there. They are speak or spoken by the peoples when they take oath. So this is the importance of the ethic in the system or in the profession. जैसे डॉक्टर है, डॉक्टर जब मेडिकल एजुकेशन पूरी करते हैं तो उनको अपनी एक ओथ लेना पड़ती है, और उस ओथ में वो शपथ लेते हैं कि किसी भी बीमार को या किसी भी पेशेंट को वो विदाउट किसी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के उसको इलाज प्रोवाइड करेंगे. दे विल बी ऑनेस्ट टू देयर प्रोफेशन. जो साथ अभी मैंने आपको प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स इन जनरल बताई है, they are ultimately every profession have to follow these ethics. It means that a doctor is honest to his profession, then definitely there will be no problem to the doctor and the patient, definitely, because he follow the ethics. Similarly, when soldiers are there in the army, after completing their training, they are again take oath for serving the country. So naturally they have to follow these ethics, whatever framed by the defense ministry or the defense organizations. So ethics need is very much important, and according to this need there is a system working become very easy and very smooth. 7 ethics common for all professionals, which I have discussed just now. General Code of Ethics for Engineers. Now what are the general codes of ethics for the engineers? As you know that engineers of any branch, they are the person who built the nation. देश को बनाने की जिम्मेदारी सिर्फ इंजीनियर्स की है, और कोई प्रोफेशन दूसरा नहीं है जो देश को बनाता हो. सो कंस्ट्रक्शन और बिल्डिंग ऑफ द नेशन, it is the responsibility of engineers. So engineers have very much hard ethics to follow in their life. If suppose a civil engineer construct a bridge, and this bridge is not according to the ethics followed by that engineers, and rules and regulation not followed according to organizational structure, then this bridge will fall or fail. In that case, thousands of people will suffer, not one. Similarly, railway services are there, aviation services are there, public services are there. In every service there is a involvement of engineers. So engineers should have a code of practice in their life, that they should be loyal to the nation, they should be loyal to their work, they should follow all the standards given for the work which they are performing. So there will be no problem or no any trouble to the work or after work. You see many times road बनी 4 दिन बाद रोड खराब हो गई. Why? Because things are not followed according to the design and the specifications provided for building of that road. So this will happen. Why? Because people are not following the ethics. So ethical process, it is involved basically from the basic laws framed by the organization, and according to that, persons take oath to do the work in that organization. And when he is completely followed all the ethics, those 7 ethics I have told you, then there is no question of any other rules to impose on the person, because all these 7 ethics complete the total organization or total professions. All the profession in the world, they are followed by these 7 ethics. Now according to individual professions, some ethics also added in addition to these 7, and that depends upon the field of working of that particular profession. So those ethics will be framed by the particular professionals, and they have to follow it. Then ethical issues for engineers, that ethical issues are for the engineers always those if they are not following honesty, if they are not doing work honestly, if they are making some mistake willingly, knowingly, then this will create ultimately problem in the system, and this will result into the ethics of engineers may ethical issues, they will raise the ethical issues, common problems related to professional ethics. Then professional ethics have also common problems which can be solved by the professional ethics. Every person have some duty responsibility, and this duties responsibility is given according to the particular ethical structure of that organization, and if they are not following it, then definitely we see that what the peoples are doing, because everything known to them when they have taken the oath for service of the public or the public in public life, then they have to work, then they have followed certain rules and regulation. Say for example, a traffic man, traffic police, he has to sit on the square, चौराहे पे खड़े रहना चाहिए उसको, but many times you have seen where he is standing, he is fulfilling his duty properly? No. Peoples are doing according to, because peoples are also doing like that. If one person take responsibility of any system, then whole system will be improved. So what is the basic approach for the common problems to be solved by the ethics? It is the responsibility of the head. Head means the main person of the organization. If he followed all ethics of the organization, then the other peoples will follow it. If it is not followed by the top leader, then everything is descend from the top. So discipline is always start from the top to bottom. Bottom to top discipline नहीं जाता कभी. Discipline हमेशा top से bottom तरफ जाता है. तो अगर discipline top person में है, तो automatically this will be induces in the lower person. Because people is giving example कि बड़े साहब तो ऐसा करते हैं तो हम क्यों नहीं कर रहे. This is the meaning of that discipline or ethics are not followed by the people who are sitting at the top position. If they will follow the ethics, then definitely the persons who are working under him in whole organization, they will be followed those ethics and do the work according to the rules and regulations. So this is the common problems related to professional ethics, in which any problem may be arise, whether it is social field, whether it is technical field, whether it is political field, whether it is economical field, whether it is a financial field, whatever type of field is there, the common problems it is faced by the person. Whenever you practically go in field for a particular profession, then only you will understand and what type of problem we will face when we go in a particular professional organization for our work. Suppose you have to open a bank account. Now when you go to bank, then there are certain instructions written on some chart. You have to read those instructions and you are doing work according to that. You fill up the form and all the activities, whatever to be done, it is given on the chart, and according to that you have to perform all the activity. After performing all the activity, if you submit your form and you are not getting your account open in the stipulated time given by the bank, then what happen? Ultimately you will be dissatisfied with the service of the bank peoples. Why it happen? Because again the peoples are not ethically followed their duties for what they are appointed in that particular organization. So many times this happen in the public sectors or in the government sector, that peoples are not very sincere to their work. And that's why what happened, it is a common opinion of the peoples that गवर्नमेंट जॉब सबसे अच्छा है यार. वहाँ इट इज़ अच्छा है, अच्छा इस कारण है कि वहाँ पे जो अकाउंटेबिलिटी है इट कैन नॉट बी फिक्स्ड, इट इज़ नॉट फिक्स्ड बाय द पर्सन or it is not taken seriously by the person in the government organization. That's why people are interested to join government organization. They are not going for private job. Private job में all the things, all the ethics they have to follow strictly. There is a insecurity of the job if you are not doing the work properly according to your duties. So that's why this fear is there in the peoples in the private sector job. But when a person go to government job, then he what will do? अरे चलता है, होता है, ऐसे ही होता है यहाँ तो. अब ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स जब आते हैं, so where is the country go? ये चलता है, मैं 70 साल निकाल दिया अपने देश ने. अपने से बाद में कई कंट्री इंडिपेंडेंट हुए और उनकी प्रोग्रेस और आज इंडिया की प्रोग्रेस देखो, तो देयर इज़ ए लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रीजन ओनली, द मेंटेलिटी ऑफ द पीपुल्स एंड मेंटेलिटी ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस इन विच दे आर वर्किंग. पीपुल्स आर नॉट हैविंग अकाउंटेबिलिटी फॉर देयर ड्यूटीज. सो इवन दो such a big country of this much population, 130 crores, people are living without any tension. Pandemic or whatever this corona problems is came since last 4-5 months. It is a natural cause or cause created by somebody, but this is not affecting the peoples, those who are working in the system. So ultimately why there is a corona warriors, so they are ultimately working for the peoples. Why? Because they have taken oath for that. उनको देश के लिए काम करना है. तो my meaning of telling for government organization is not that everybody is like that. It is not that. A few peoples, say maybe 10% of the out of 100, but this 10% peoples will damage total system. 90% people are doing work, they are doing well, but only the 10% people which defame the department because of their activities. And that's why the image in the person is for government organization become like this. So why it is so? It is only that these 10% people do not have accountability. They are not having loyalty to the system in which they are working. Otherwise, to run such a big country, it is not a joke. It's such a big country. This railway network of India, it is the biggest network of the world, in which thousands of trains running from here to there in normal situations, when there is normal situation, and without any accident. Accident rate if you see in the railway, then it is very small as compared to the volume of the railway work. So definitely these accident occurs definitely when people are not following ethics, they are not following rules or regulation. There will be some mistake is there, then only the accident will occur. Accident occur only सावधानी घटी तो दुर्घटना घटी है ना, सावधानी हटी तो दुर्घटना घटी, ऐसा लिखा रहता कई जगह. तो वो सावधानी हटी का मतलब ही ये है कि पर्सन्स आर नॉट फॉलोइंग द रूल्स विच आर गिवन टू देम बाय द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और बाय द सिस्टम. सो अल्टीमेटली व्हाट हैपन that rate of accident in railway, it is according to its volume of work, it is very small. But accident is accident, ultimately एक accident भी होता है तो वो accident है. But whenever we compare it in a large sense, then we see the accuracy of working of that particular organization, that how efficient the peoples are working in that system. So as I have told you, only the 10% peoples are there in every system. Even in the private sector also I have seen that some persons are there which are not following the professional 7 ethics of the organization or in general professional ethics of the professions. So due to that, all problems are created. So in this, the ethical issues, they are coming in the organization whenever somebody voids the rule, whenever somebody voids the rule or not followed the rule, then the ethical problems will be there. So at that time one has to say that you have to behave like this according to these rules and regulations. So ethic is the basic form, and from ethics we have derived the rules. So if ethics are well according to the 7 general ethics of the all professionals, then according to these ethics they frame the rules for their organization. So ultimately involvement of these 7 points are there in every organization, and according to that the peoples have to work, and whenever they not followed the rule, then ethical problem will be there. So in ethics, what happen in society, in general life, in organizational structure, everywhere some problems are there, and these problems, if you go in detail study, then you will find that there is something wrong with the follow of the ethical approach or the rules. So this is the ethical based problem. Whenever ethical related problems are there, so these issues are solved by according to the ethics. So whenever we see in the system that if peoples are not following these 7 professional ethics which are common to all profession, then only the problem will be arises for the organization as well as for the public. अब पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट में कई बार पेपर में पढ़ने को मिलता है, न्यूज़ में आता है, एफआईआर नहीं लिखी. अब फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टिगेशन रिपोर्ट को एफआईआर बोलते हैं. तो अब किसी के साथ कुछ प्रॉब्लम है एंड पर्सन इज रीचिंग टू पुलिस स्टेशन, सो एफआईआर शुड बी लॉस्ट. बट मेनी टाइम्स वी हियर इन द टीवी न्यूज़ और पेपर्स दैट उसकी एफआईआर ही नहीं लिखी, भगा दिया उसको. ये सब बातें, why it happens so? Percentage of person, again I am telling you, they are very limited person who are doing like this. But what due to these person, whole department become defamed. Otherwise 90% people are good in the department. They are doing work, they are sincere, they are having they are doing sacrifice for the duties, but only 10% of the total, they do the things non-ethical, and due to that whole system will be defamed. So general image in the public, it is only due to these 10% peoples which destroy the image of total organization in the mind of the public because of their behavior. अच्छा काम करेंगे आप तो उसकी पब्लिसिटी करके भी आपको उतनी पब्लिसिटी नहीं मिलेगी जितना कि आप एक गलत काम करेंगे तो बिगैर पब्लिसिटी के उतनी पब्लिसिटी मिल जाती है. ये एक विडंबना है अपने आप. बुरे काम को लोग जल्दी से कैच करते हैं, अच्छे काम को ठीक है तो होना ही था, तो करना ही था, ऐसे करके उसको उसकी इम्पोर्टेंस को कम कर देते हैं. लेकिन कोई जरा सा गलती होगी और कोई काम मिस्टेक होगी तो उसको एकदम एनलार्ज करके बताएंगे. सो दिस इज द मेंटेलिटी ऑफ द पीपुल्स. अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट द सिस्टम विल बी अफेक्टेड. सो ethical problems are there whenever in the system, then we have to first see what is our ethics, and according to ethics what should be our behavior. So according to that behavior one should behave in that way, then only he will get the proper results and proper cooperation from the public also, and proper cooperation from the persons who are working in the organization. ethical issues in case of engineers, again one article he has given in the syllabus, it is related to again that honesty. In my mind, there is only one ethic for the engineer, that honesty is the best policy. If you are honest to your work, then nothing to see. If you are honest to your profession, then there is nothing to worry. If you are accountable to your work, then nothing to be worried. So this is only a single line or single point program is there. If engineers, they are ethically think and they are honest and loyal to their organization and to their work, then there will be no issue of ethical issue for the engineers. So honesty is the best policy, ऐसा बोलते हैं. क्यों बोलते हैं? ये स्टैंडर्ड है. जैसे अपन अपने एम्बलम पे लिखा है ना सत्य में विजयते, तो सत्य में विजयते कब हो गया? और वहाँ से डिराइव तो वहीं से हुआ ना सब. सत्य में विजयते एक सिंबल है, वो दे दिया पूरे कंट्री के लिए. तो राजमुद्रा है अपने भारत की, शेर, उसके नीचे लिखा रहता सत्य में विजयते. सत्य में विजयते मीन्स व्हाट? ऑल द प्रोफेशनल शुड फॉलो दिस बेसिक इथिक्स, सत्य में विजयते. इसको फॉलो करो आप. बाकी 7 जितनी मैंने अभी बताई प्रोफेशनल इथिक्स फॉर कॉमन प्रोफेशंस, ऑल प्रोफेशन, it is coming under that Satyame Vijayate. Ultimately, if you go in the detail of every individual ethics, then you ultimately find that point Satyame Vijayate. Is it? So, loyalty, ethics, accountability ethics, and honesty ethics, this is all ultimately reaching to that one point Satyame Vijayate. So, ethical point from engineer's point of view, it is that engineers should be loyal to their job, they are accountable to their job, they are sincere to their job, they perform job honestly, so there will be no ethical problem to the engineers in the any organization. Whether he is working in any organization, he will find that things are going smoothly. But what happened? Nowadays corruption become a very big part of the life, and in every field there is a corruption. Every field of life, the corruption is there, because people are forget this Satyame Vijayate, because they don't trust, they don't wait. Everything they want in hurry. So whenever you do this shortcut, the shortcut method always promote you towards non-ethical work. And this is the problem of our country, that people are doing like that. But even still I am telling you that this particular things, it is only limited to 10% people. 90% are good, I am telling you. और ये 90% पीपुल से वही देश को चला रहे हैं. अगर ये परसेंटेज घटता गया तो देश की हालत और ख़राब होगी. कुछ लोग इसका उल्टा बोलते हैं कि 90% खराब है और 10% अच्छे हैं, लेकिन मेरा ये मानना है कि 90% अच्छे हैं, 10% खराब है. लेकिन 10% का प्रोमिनेंस इतना है कि उसके कारण those 90% peoples who are working in the system, they become defamed and organization become defamed. So ऊपर वाले ने जब ये दुनिया बनाई ना, प्लेनेट अर्थ, तो उसने एक ही इथिक बनाई है, एज यू सो यू विल रीप. जैसा तुम बोओगे वैसा काटोगे. बस इतना एक इथिक बना के ऊपर वाले ने इस पृथ्वी को बना दिया, इसमें इतनी जीव जंतु पैदा कर दिए, आदमी पैदा कर दिए, और सब चल रहा है, ऑटो मोड में डाल दिया. अब ऑटो मोड में ये जो बोलते हैं ना भगवान हिसाब रखता है, कोई हिसाब नहीं रखता है. तुमको जैसा करोगे वैसा भरोगे. एज यू सो यू विल रीप. जैसा तुम बोओगे वैसा काटोगे. तो ये एक इथिक है ऊपर वाले की. उसने पूरे इतने बड़े सिस्टम को, यूनिवर्स को बना के उस पर्टिकुलर एक इथिक पर डाल दिया है. एज यू सो विल यू रीप. और ये देखने को मिलता है. कहीं दूसरी जगह स्वर्ग नर्क कुछ नहीं है, सब यहीं पे है. तो अगर इस इथिक को लोग मान लें, उस गॉड की जो मैसेज दिया है जीसस क्राइस्ट ने, महावीर ने, बुद्ध ने, भगवान कृष्ण ने, राम ने, जितने अपने बुद्ध पुरुष हुए जिन्होंने जो भी मैसेज दिया, उन्होंने ये इथिक दिए कि जैसा बोओगे वैसा काटोगे। तो जब हमको ये मालूम है कि जैसा बोएंगे वैसा काटेंगे, तो अच्छा बो ना यार भाई, काय को बुरा बोते हो तुम। पर नहीं, पीपल्स आर नॉट फॉलोइंग दैट. So a single ethic given by the God, if you followed that ethic, then all problem will be solved of the universe, not only our country, all problem of universe will be solved. If people believes that as you sow, so you will reap, जैसा बोओगे वैसा काटोगे, अगर ये कंफर्म हो जाए हर एक के दिमाग में, तो ये जो इथिकल प्रोसीजर हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और प्रोफेशन में एप्लीकेबल कर रहे हैं, मेरे ख्याल से इसकी भी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, बिकॉज पीपल्स आर सो सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड बाय दी वन वर्ड ओनली, दैट शुड बी फियर विथ दिस. सो जैसे बोलते हैं ना, पीपल शुड बी गॉड लविंग पीपल, दे शुड नॉट बी गॉड फियरिंग पीपल. सो अभी कितना है, सारे लोग गॉड फियरिंग पीपल हैं, इसलिए लाखों करोड़ों रुपए नंबर 2 में कमाएंगे और जाके मंदिर में उसका 10% चढ़ा के आ जाएंगे. हिंदुस्तान के 5 मंदिर हैं बड़े बड़े, इनका गोल्ड रिजर्व अगर कंपेयर करें तो अमेरिका के गोल्ड रिजर्व से 5 टाइम्स है, ऐसा आई हैव रीड समवेयर. सो यू सी दैट फ्रॉम वेयर दिस मनी इज कमिंग. इफ दिस पर्टिकुलर मनी इज यूज फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री, वेयर द कंट्री विल गो. So people rightly say that India is a poor country, but their peoples are rich. This is a fact. Concentration of capital is in some hands are there, and other peoples, the distribution of resources are not proper, and that is ultimately coming from all the ethical problems. These problems is that. So for today I have discussed the ethical points from the syllabus point of view, in which I have given you professional ethics, its need, importance, 7 ethics common to all professionals, general code of ethics for engineers, ethical issues for engineers, common problems related to professional ethics, then ethical issues, identification of ethical issues in case of engineers. So all these theoretical discussion I have made, but when we go for actual practice, then we will see the problems where it arises, how it is arises, and how it can be solved. So whenever we go for practicals, and as I have told you in previous lecture of team leadership, so ultimately when I get a group, then we will fulfill the requirement of this syllabus. The teacher will explain about the contents along with the example cases will be given, assignment for practice will be conducted, tutorials and remedials. So this is only possible when students will come to college. But those students who are listening this particular video, I am giving to them one task for ethical solution of their own. Everybody have electricity connection in their houses. What you have to do as an electrical engineering student, you work out total load of your home, ठीक है, and you take operating time of that load is 6 hours per day, operating time. Whatever load you are running in your house, you take operating time of your load average 6 hours and calculate number of units theoretically by 6 hour operating load and compare this unit with the unit shown by your meter. If your theoretical approach is correct, then the whatever units you have calculated by this method, this will be same unit will come in the meter, and if it is your calculation is not matching with the meter reading, then there is some problem in calculation, or there may be some problem in the meter also, that meter may run fast, meter may run slow. So 60% load factor you take, and whatever your operating load is there in your house, you calculate. Take 40 watt tube light, 60 watt fan, and if you are using CFL, their wattage is also written there. So you find out the kilowatt hour of total load for 6 hours per day, and per day you take the calculation of 1 day and match it with the reading of your meter. If your reading and reading of meter and your calculation is matching, probably error will be there 2, 3, 4, 5%, it's okay. But if it's coming near to that, then your meter is okay and your calculation is correct. And if it is a wide difference is there in the reading and your calculation, then there is some problem in the meter, or some problem in your consideration of load. So you consider the load which are in operating condition. घर में लोड तो बहुत सारे हैं, लेकिन सारे ऑपरेटिंग कंडीशन में नहीं होते हैं, इज इट। जैसे विंटर में अपन एसी नहीं चलाते हैं तो वो लोड कट ऑफ किया। तो सीजनल आप देखिए, जिस पर्टिकुलर सीजन में आप वर्क कर रहे हैं, जिस डे के लिए आप कैलकुलेशन कर रहे हैं, उस डे का आपको टोटल लोड का 60% अपने को लोड फैक्टर लेना है। फॉर दैट मीन्स 6 आवर्स यू हैव टू टेक द ऑपरेटिंग टाइम ऑफ द लोड इन 24 आवर्स एवरेज, isn't it? And total load multiply by 6 hours, you total operating load multiply by the 6 hours of operating time, that will give the unit consumption per day in your house, and this should be meet out, this should be match with your meter reading. ये एक सिंपल सा प्रॉब्लम मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आप लोग कॉलेज तो आ नहीं रहे हो, तो घर पे आप ये एक प्रैक्टिस करके देखिए, और इसके जो भी रिजल्ट हो वो आप मेरे को इन्फॉर्म करें व्हाट्सएप पे, ठीक है, कि आपका सही कैलकुलेशन है कि नहीं, या आपकी रीडिंग मैच कर रही है कि नहीं. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स आई हैव डन टुडे, और नेक्स्ट टाइम वी विल गिव another lecture on other content of the syllabus. So for today it's okay. Thank you very much.